Hello, 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 everybody out there in line dance land. Hey, it's Queen Sheila, all the way from Tampa, Florida, and the leader of Let's Talk. The leader of the Line Dance Connection. See, I'm messing up already. I'm just having fun, y'all. And the founder of Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. Okay, so I always start off with our jingle, but I wanted to tell y'all that we been having a jingle every week for the last couple of weeks, and it's Ocean State Soul Line Dance team sent that in, led by EJ Borg. And so this week we have a new one that we're going to be presenting. And y'all ready? Y'all wait. Before that, y'all fasten y'all seatbelts because we got a whole panel today, and we're gonna have us a good time. So we're gonna introduce our new line dance to the jingle today from Adrian Speed in Motion. Y'all get ready, sit back, strap in, because it's gonna be off the chain. Here we go. All right, all right, all right. Great job. Wait again. Yes. Woo, that's loud. Good gracious. Hey, hello, everybody out there in Line Dance Land. Hi, Regina. Regina has tuned in with us. For some reason, Zandra said that she's not able to get in. So I just sent her the link. Hopefully, she can get back in to be with us. So we're gonna get started because we have let me tell y'all something. Y'all know y'all ain't ready. We have a show for y'all tonight. Really, we do. We have a whole panel that's gonna be with us. Hi, Judy. Welcome. We have a whole panel that's with us tonight, and we're gonna have us a good time. And I'm hot already, so I gotta cut my little air conditioner on right here, But here we go. I'm going to bring in my host, okay, one of my co-hosts, all the way from wait a minute, I always get Spartanburg, South Carolina. None other than Mr. Charles. He has been teaching for several years. He started out in Denver, Colorado, and now he's in Spartanburg, South Carolina. He's toured all over the USA. And you know what? He retires every other week. And then he, hires himself back the following week and start teaching line dancing all over again. He's in the Hall of Fame in Denver, Colorado. I want to introduce to some and present to others none other than Mr. Charles. Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Charles.
Soul line dance queen.
Hey, how you doing? Hi,
When is
Rob.
the podcast over? I'm retiring. I'm just letting you know.
You retired right after the podcast. Okay.
All these people we got tonight, it's gonna be crazy.
Yes. Everybody's it's gonna be awesome. So you definitely want to tune in. Tell all your friends, all your family, tell everybody to
Yes.
tune in because we're gonna have us a good time tonight.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome, Mr. Charles. Well, Mr. Charles, I
Yes.
already told them your name. So tell us one thing about you that nobody knows.
All right. I'm a romantic. All right.
Oh.
I love watching my little Christmas movies, how they all get along at the end and all that good stuff. You know they're gonna mess up and get mad at each other. But my wife will tell you when I met her for like maybe 3 years in a row, I was
Uh-huh.
sending her a love letter to work every day that she wasn't at work. She'll tell you that. It just
Okay.
blew her mind. I figured out how could she be mad at me if I'm constantly sending her love texts?
Love letters.
So yeah,
Yes.
I'm a romantic. Yes, I
That's
am.
wonderful.
You
Yes,
tell
yes,
me
I
out.
love it. I love it. But real quick, we as women, we don't hear that enough. And vice versa too. Like how you send her. Hopefully, she sends you some. Say, honey, I love you. I appreciate you too, because that's what keeps a marriage going. You know what I'm saying? We
Oh
need
yeah.
to encourage one another. Like I call my husband King. I'm Queen. He King. I don't care who don't like it, who don't understand it. That ain't for them. It's for us. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you know how I always build her up. You tell me
Right.
all
You
the time.
always talking about Miss
Always.
Annette all the time. And I love it. I always told you I love that because you
Oh,
keep her lifted. Okay,
yes.
so we got a lot of people to bring. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Shirley. Okay, they chiming in now, y'all.
Howdy, howdy, people. Come
So
on in.
Sandra's not here yet, so I'm gonna bring in our next guest. I'm just gonna go down the line, y'all, as y'all came in. All right, so now our next guest is tell us who you are, ma'am, and something about
Hi, I'm Carla. I live in London, teach in London. Did you want to know something that
yes.
you don't want to know?
About
Okay,
you.
just quickly. I hope it's quick. I teach. I live in West London, and I teach in South London, which is like 2 hours drive sometimes. Now, I always used to have really old cars, and I had it was like my last class for the season, and this old banger, it wasn't working. And I was like, it has to get me there. Literally, I got there, did my class, came back, and the car said, that's it, I'm done. So God was with me that time.
You
That's
retired.
it.
All right. Wait, hold on. All right, thank you. All right, well, we see that other co-host that I was supposed to bring in, but since she already in, she's
What's
gonna tell us her name of her team, and something no one knows about her. Go ahead, co-host.
Really?
Yes,
Papa.
ma'am.
Hi.
Hi.
Wow. Well, of course, I am Zandra. They all know that, Queen. They know everything about me.
There's something unique. We all telling us one unique thing about us.
I didn't hear your unique thing. What's yours?
I ain't say a unique thing.
No,
I used to be
I
a
didn't
tractor
hear it.
trailer driver. I used to be a tractor trailer driver for the Postal Service. And people don't believe that I drove tractor trailers for a living. Yes, I did. Before I went into management. So that's my unique thing.
Okay.
You thinking?
What about you, Mr. Charles?
More romantic. I love them movies. Christmas movies. I love
Really?
them.
I know. You know what? I used to coach soccer
What?
and
Okay.
softball
Okay.
and
Oh,
volleyball.
And
Sandra.
volleyball. Oh, so you very athletic.
That's what I'm
I
talking
am
about.
too in the house. Anything I can do in the house, I'm good. Like play cards, watch TV, that kind of stuff. I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of guests today. So we're gonna bring our next guest in. Thank you, Zandra. Hold on. All right. So next we have, hi, Angela. Angela has tuned in. Next we have, let's see who we have next. Who is this person right here? Sir, can you introduce yourself and tell us something about you?
I am Dr. Reginald Garcon, also known as Dr. G or Dr. Reggie, so it all depends.
Okay.
And I teach classes with Deidre Seabrook, part of DR Soul in Southern Maryland. And then also, thanks to being relocated with my new job, I'm also part of Oasis Soul SKM Line Dance in Salisbury, Maryland.
All right.
And something unique about me, some folks may know that I have a theater background growing up, but when I was in middle school, I was in a commercial in a movie called Lawyers on Call through PBS. So that's something unique and different about me.
All right,
Doctor. It's the doctor.
Let me give you a clap. Hey, all right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna bring in our next guest. We got a lot today. All right, who is this lady right here? Who are you, ma'am?
I am Adrian of Adrian's Feet in Motion, Soul Line Dancing, located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah.
And tell us something unique about you that we don't know.
Unique about me, I was a pastor's wife.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Amen. Praise God.
Amen. Praise
Amen.
God.
Amen.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I know y'all, my claps need help. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're doing
You're
great.
doing good. Okay, thank you. All right. And we have another gentleman. Who is this gentleman right here?
That is Mr. Harris Parks. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
Yes.
Right. Well, my name is Harris Parks. I'm line dance instructor out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. The line dance group is We Are Family. And I've been doing line dancing for about 13 years. I've been instructing about 8.
Okay.
Some of
And
you may
tell
not
us.
know about me.
Okay.
I've never been married and I have no kids.
Okay. Hey,
Too
hey,
hot.
y'all. Hey, y'all hear that?
He's
It's a
too hot.
possibility. He's still available. He's still available. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hey, Marie. Marie says she's from DC. Hey.
He's from
All right.
DC.
Our next guest. Y'all ready? Y'all not ready? Here we go. Da-da-da. Yes, sir. Tell us your name and who you are.
My name is Ricky Potts, Rock Hill, South Carolina,
Okay.
and I've been teaching line dance here in Rock Hill for about 20 years now.
Okay.
And something
Right.
that you don't know about me, I will be retiring in 15 days from the city of Rock Hill.
All right. Woo.
All right. Where that clap at? Where that clap at?
All right. You joining the retirement folks. Yeah.
That's right. I'm
And
ready.
You like me.
Yeah.
Don't be like Mr. Charles. He retired today and he hired himself back tomorrow. Don't be like that.
Hey.
I tell you, since I'm close to retirement, I don't have about 5 people call me for next year wanting me to do events for them. So
See?
it's already starting.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, hey, retirement for us, it just doesn't happen for line dancing. But thank you. Let me give you a clap. Thank you. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We got all kinds of panel coming on there. Who is this lady? Miss, can you tell us about your name and who you are?
Oh, I'm Melva. I feel a little out of place. I'm not a line dance instructor. I'm just a big fan and supporter of Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. I've been a member of Queen Sheila's Line Dance Connection for about 5 years. Something unique about me, I served in the United States Air Force 5.5 years, and I love to travel.
All right.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. All right, Miss Melba. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you for your service, girls. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. That's not me. All right, so we have another guest. Let's see who she is. Hello, ma'am. Can you tell us your name and who you are?
Hello, everyone. This is Alexis Swirl. I represent Tri-City Hustlers out of Greensboro, North Carolina. And one thing about me, I'm very introverted, so this is a stretch, and I appreciate the invite.
Oh, yeah, we're glad to have you. Very glad to have you. Okay. We keep losing this one. Zandra, I don't know why we keep losing her, but she'll be back. All right. So hello, everybody. How y'all? And I tell you, this panel is gonna be awesome, or is awesome already. This is something new. We're gonna do a year in review. So today I want to talk about all of the good things that happened this year. So I'm gonna ask each one of y'all, what was a high point for you? What was a highlight? It could be when you were on. If you weren't on, it could be, something that happened that that you really liked about the Let's Talk Soul Line Dance podcast. So who wants to start? Just raise your hand, whoever want to be first, and we'll just go down the line and just okay, Adrian and then Alexa.
The highlight for me was the interview that was done with Shirley.
Mitchell.
Shirley Mitchell, who had started the National Line Dance Week.
Yes.
I had never heard of it.
Okay.
And so by that podcast, it ended up opening doors where everybody participated and did something during that week. But that was a highlight for me for the year of 2023.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Hi, Marquise. Hi, Marie. Hi, Roz. Hi, Franklin. Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. All right, and thank you, Adrian. for that highlight. All right, who want? Alexa, you're next.
My highlight was, of course, Angela Jeter. That's my girl. That's my line dance sister. But I enjoyed a lot of the panelists and learning a lot from the different segments of the dance community. But that was probably one of my highlights. Not my only one, but that was just more recent that I can remember.
Okay, and just was it meeting the different guests that we had? Is that what you're saying? I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, and you know what, Mr. Charles, tell her our story.
There's a train going by.
Okay.
You mean how we met?
Yeah, that we had met.
Right. You know, I've been on this podcast.
Hey, somebody has background noises. Who is it? Is somebody on their phone and on their computer? No? Okay. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's me talking. Okay. All right. I said I never met her or Zandra at all until at her event. What was that, October?
Yes, October.
But we had talked. She had called me to be on the podcast, and we just got to talking, and she wanted to be a host, and I've been a host all that time, and you know, it's just been wonderful. You know, we still are close, and we never met.
Right.
None of us three.
Met.
And it's just funny how, like you said, you can be in different parts of the country. I'm in South Carolina, and it's just wonderful how you can meet during this podcast.
Yes.
And two of my sisters, you know, that's how I feel about them. You know, it's a love that we have. Even before we met.
You're our big brother too. We love you as well. We love you as well. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you for that. Who wants to go next? Carla. Okay, go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, for me, none specifically, but in general, everything. Particularly because I live in London, and line dance was new to me, and your show. It's like my line dance university, because I now know this one, that one. It's just been really enlightening.
That's awesome.
And yeah, in general, I've just learned so much from it, and I'm so envious because you lot have got so much things going on, and you know, ours is now and then, but. In general, it's been excellent. It's taught me so much about who's who, what's what, line dancing etiquette, learning about the choreographers, because, you know, we just do a dance and we don't even know the history, who does it. But I know who Adrian is and her dances. I know Queen Sheila done this dance. It's just been brilliant, absolutely brilliant for me. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Melva, okay.
Okay, for me, since I'm fairly new to line dancing, I didn't realize the line dance community was so huge. So just to meet all the instructors, choreographers, and just learning about events has been wonderful for me. I mean, I love this line dance community.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that's the main objective of this podcast, is for us to meet. We might not meet in person yet, but we can see each other's face. Or we say, weren't you on the podcast? Didn't I meet you on, you know? So we get to know one another, even though we've never met, you know, in person before. And the fact that we share information, that's basically what it's about. Sharing information one with another, things we didn't know, line dance etiquette, which a lot of line dance instructors do not teach yet. So prayerfully, from hearing things on the podcast, they'll start to do that. You know? All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay, Ricky.
There's 3 highlights this year for me. One was when I was first on the podcast. You know, you learn a lot, and you get a lot of good information to help you doing your classes and to teach. And my other highlight is my brand new grandbaby girl. I have to put that in there. She's
okay. Congratulations.
Man. All right. All right.
Congratulations.
And my last thing is my Christmas ball. I have a Christmas ball every year, and I had my Christmas ball last night, and all the line dancers came out dressed in their Harlem Nights, and we just had a ball. And I just want to thank them all for coming out.
Good. All right. Congratulations. Thank you. And I'm glad it was a success. You know, can I just say something about that? Some people say, well, I wanted to have 300-400 people, but I only had 125. If you went through with it, you had a good time, it was a success.
That's
You
right.
know, it was success because you
Man.
know what? The more people you have, the more problems you have. Like they said, the more money you have, the more problems you have. Y'all know as instructors and even
Never lie.
as a line dancer, when you have, you know, like 100 or 75 people in the class, it's different than when you have 10 or 20. You
Yeah.
know, even teaching, because you got
Right.
this personality, that personality, this one learned like this. Can you imagine teaching like 200-300 people at one time? And you got some people over here who can hardly lift their leg, the ones over here that want to jump through the window. Man, look. So I understand what you're saying. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. All right, who's next?
Well, I'll go next quickly. One of the highlights, and there's been lots of them, and I think there's been a theme here. I think overall, getting to hear the other story behind the different guests, I think that's always been enriching. But one of the folks that sticks out to me is Randy Dennis, who's from the DMV area, and he's definitely one of the individuals that I first met in line dancing, and just continuing to see how he's continued his path in what he loves to do, being a former disc jockey in the radio and things like that, but then how that's translated to line dancing and what he does with his wife. So that's inspiring. And then for those who are entrepreneurs, there's ways that you can do that to make a living. You just have to be diligent.
Thank you, Dr. Reggie. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. You're so right. We definitely there's opportunities out here galore. You just have to take the time to think about it and just do it. You know, just do it. And believe me, y'all know as instructors or even Melva as a line dancer, it wasn't easy starting. When we started, we might have had 2-3 people in our class, or we might have had 50 people, and then the next week we had 5.
I started with 0.
Right. Okay. So it's the fact that just keep it up. Just keep going. Just keep going. Because God, if you believe in God, God will grow your class to where you might be like, God, I asked for 10, but I ain't mean 50 or 100, God. You know, He will bless you abundantly above anything you ask or think. So, you know, don't be careful what you ask for. Okay? Because He's not gonna give you just what you ask for. He's gonna give you above what you ask for, you know. So
And if I could interject with you, Queen, with what you said, and sometimes that 10 is just right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right, 10.
Exactly.
You're so right. Yes, that 10 is just right. Because it's all in what you get. And I'm getting younger. You know, I'm 24 today, and I might be 74 tomorrow or something. You know, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, the more people you have, you know, you don't necessarily you're not capable of handling all of that at one time. So
Yeah,
I appreciate you saying that. You know, go ahead. Was you ready to say something, Adrian?
well, I appreciate starting out. I thank all the people that came to my class because when I look at those old videos, I did not know what I was doing. but they allowed me to learn. They did. They allowed me to learn how to instruct. And they came back every week, and I was like, oh, thank you. They was learning and I was learning. So I could see the growth in myself. But when I started out, oh my God, it was something else.
Hey, listen, and I'm sure we all were like that. Marie said God gives what He knows we can handle. And I appreciate that, Marie. Yes, He does. And Ricky Potts, Franklin Jones said that he had a great time last night at your event. And he looked forward to next year. So it was really, really good. And Kenny Smith said hello from Spartanburg.
I met him last night. Give a shout out to him for getting on this podcast. I told him about it. Kenny, I appreciate that. I got to meet him tomorrow because I might have a spot. So I might unretire. So look out.
Thank you, Franklin. Franklin was my DJ last night. So thank you, Franklin.
Okay.
Yeah, Franklin is a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
Okay. Harris, did you get to tell your highs?
Oh, no, I have not.
Okay, can you give us your highs?
You know, my highs is always, like, especially when I go to different events, like when I come on here and getting that, other instructors that's doing the same thing that I'm doing and have the same passion and love for this thing. And I noticed this thing is really, really big, trying to learn these different line dances. You know, it's like, you know what? I like that one, but I'm gonna work on this one. By the time I get back to this one, I got something else up there.
Right.
You know, it's just a challenge, you know, and you're not going to get them all.
Right.
You know, you're not going to get them all. One of my highlights was when I went to Columbus with Mr. Charles, and they put us on the spot. And I guess the dance was Men in Black.
Okay.
Didn't even know what I was doing. Never did the dance before, but we did it and we had a good time. I had a good time.
That's good. And that's what it's all about. You know, it's about, let me tell you something. Why would you spend airfare or gas money if you drove, hotel, and pay for the event, and then get there and not have a good time? Really?
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Unless my knees is bothering me and I just can't move, I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy myself. Or I'm going to go around talking to people, telling them about the podcast, passing out cards. You know, I'm going to do something. And so I'm leaving there happy. And that's what we all should do. You know what I'm saying? We should all.
And you got to be able to, you got to be able to change. Because I remember being at your event in October, and we started out at the pool. And everybody was like, "Ooh, this is fun, but it's hot." And so it was like, okay, you know what? Let's move inside. And everybody was like, okay, let's move inside. And everybody was still happy. Nobody complained. Oh, I want to be at the pool. We was like, you can stay here if you want to, but a lot of people were getting overheated. So it was like, okay, this is my vision, but this is what we got to do now. So that was good to see the change and the quickness and people still engaging and still having fun and you know, I'd rather dance in the air than in the heat.
Right. And thank you for that, because change is okay. Change is good. You know, and we planned to be in the pool, but most people were dancing around the pool. Hardly nobody was in the pool. And so it's like, it's too hot, especially if you're not from here. That heat will get you. It hits you if you're from here to get you. So thank you, Adrian. The fact that we were like, okay, it's too hot out here, y'all. Let's go inside. And we still dance. That's all we want to do is dance and have a good time. So thank you. You know, I was like, look, y'all, everybody was like, it's just too hot. I'm hot. I can't dance. Okay, let's go inside. There's air conditioning inside. So thank you. Thank you for that. Miss Sandra.
Yes.
You will tell us what the highs were for you this year?
Wow, I had quite a few, but you know, one of the ones that really stand out because I'm looking at them is Dr. Reggie.
Okay.
And I
He's gonna take
know,
mine.
But it really was. I would like to know what was significant to you about the changing of the hats.
I knew it. I was going. I'm like that too,
Wow.
Queen.
Well, thank you for the question, because I don't know if you've noticed already. I've already changed jackets once.
Yes.
You know what kind of night it is? Okay.
Oh boy.
I believe he changed rooms too.
I think it's really
That is right. I noticed that.
He changed backdrops.
backyard rooms, yes. Back to theater. If you're involved in the theater, one of the things that you may hear, or there's this phrase, all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players that have their exits and their entrances, but one man in his life plays many parts. So I take that wherever I go, because in education, I have to wear many hats. I have to put on different faces. It's not even code switching. Is, you know, sometimes you got to be nice. How you doing? And sometimes you get the other side.
Right.
So that's just a symbolism of me being able to be flexible in what I do, but still being authentic to myself. So there you go.
Yeah, and that was great. I mean, that's one of the interviews, right, Zandra and Mrs. Charles, that we never forget. The fact that, I mean, and we weren't expecting. He didn't tell us. He came on, he had on this hat, then he had on another hat, then he went black screen. We thought we had lost him. That was because he was changing it to another hat. It was like, oh my God, it was so much fun. But like I say, we can see the actor in you. The fact that you were able to come on, you thought ahead, you were able to come on and say, okay, I'm gonna do something different nobody has done. And I mean, that was a highlight for our show. And we want to say thank you. Thank you. All right, Alexa.
Thank you. I received it.
We haven't heard from you, Alexa. Tell us something. What was a highlight for you of the show?
Yeah, I shared earlier that it was Jitterbug, but I enjoyed all of the guests, and that was us getting together to learn the different segments behind the line dance community and their whys, or where they came from, their background, things of that nature.
Yeah, Jitterbug was fun. Oh, she kept us
Last
laughing.
week.
My goodness,
Yeah.
she kept us laughing.
So that's a group I actually initially started with. So we have a lot of history. So when she was talking about Chocolate Swirl, that was me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you the one took her on her first trip.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I consider Jitterbug a friend, but when I heard that, I was like, she was like, yeah, she took me. She was like, we got to get a hotel room and get a this and a that. And
Breaking down the logistics, the planning,
Yeah.
all you need to travel when you're in line dancing. And this
Yes,
is one hobby
yes.
that we have.
Yes.
Alexa, what state are you from?
North Carolina.
Okay, so that's right. You did say North Carolina,
Mhm.
Florida. Ricky, what about you?
South Carolina.
You South Carolina, and Reggie, you're in DMV, right?
Correct.
Okay, and Adrian is in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
And Carla's in London, UK. Mr. Charles, you in South Carolina, and Zondra's in Alabama. So y'all look at this now. Look at this. Today on our panel, we have London, UK. We have Minnesota. We have Georgia. We have South Carolina. We have Alabama. We have Maryland. Oh, I forgot me. And we have Florida. Isn't that amazing? That's
Yes.
amazing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states and 1 country. What? You know what I'm saying, y'all? That's good. I'm saying, I thank y'all. I thank y'all for being a part of this podcast and helping us to grow, because it takes all of us in the community to make anything prosperous. And I thank y'all because you continue to tune in. You continue to tell us, things that the highlights of the year. So now I want to know, tell us anything that you think
forgot me.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Charles. Go ahead, Mr. Charles. What was your highlight? I'm sorry. My bad.
That's all right. Well, actually, I'm like Zondra. Zondra, did you finish? Because you said you had a couple.
Oh, were you
One
finished?
was
Go
Reggie.
ahead. I share it with you.
Okay. Well, of course, I looked at Zondra's face and I knew she was going to say Reggie, because when he came out in that other outfit, we both had that same look. we knew about the hat scene. That was phenomenal. One of the biggest things that I loved about this was my wife and myself was on your 100th episode. That meant a lot.
Mm-hmm.
To me that you picked us, and then actually the fact that you picked me, you asked me to to come on and do this. These people on the right hand side every week. This is something. You get a chance to not only see them, finally meet them. I finally met Melva because she wins all the time. Her and Adrian, they just, we had to suspend y'all because y'all just win all the dang all the time with the training.
I actually take notes.
I know y'all do.
When you are interviewing, I have a pencil and a pen,
I
and a
bet you
pad,
Melva do
and
too.
I'm actually taking
I
notes.
do. I jot
I
down.
take notes. Yes.
The truth is coming
it's
out.
serious. I be ready too. I'm like, this question they gonna ask. Let me go. Sometimes I try to prep my question.
Okay.
That's why I come so fast.
Own it. But overall, just the fact that I'm with Queen and Zondra and finally meeting them, that was the highlight. Meeting both of them at the same day.
And you as well. And listen to this, y'all. Y'all might think I'm kidding, but I had never met Mr. Charles, and Zondra hadn't either, right, Zondra, in person?
Correct.
We had never, and I called Mr. Charles, and what happened real quick, when I went in the hospital last year and I came out, Mr. Charles called me and said, I'm just calling to check on you, see how you doing, if you need anything. And I was like, who is this man? I don't even know who he is. I literally didn't. I knew of Mr. Charles, but I didn't know him like where he would call me and say, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And so then when I had an idea of who, I always like to have a male co-host, because the men don't want to come on and see all these women faces asking them questions. Because the first thing they do is feel like, okay, we're the men. So when I asked him, he was like, well, let me talk to my wife and get back to you. I said, you know what? I like that. I like that, because he was like, I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. Let me talk to my wife and I'll get back to you. And so then he got back to me really quick, and he said, yeah, I think I like to do that. And I was like, yes, Lord, thank you. But that just goes to show you, God will send you just what you need. And Zandra holds me down. Let me tell y'all something. Zandra holds me down. When somebody can't hear, and Miss Dr. Reggie did it today. Dr. Reggie knew how to what was it? Turn the video on or change the name.
Change the name.
Change the name. And I was like, hey, I think you gotta go out and type, come back in and type. But Dr. Reggie said, no, just click the little 3 buttons and do the you know what I'm saying?
We didn't know.
We help one another. And that's what it's all about, y'all. We don't have nobody have to be jealous of nobody. Nobody have to be envious of nobody. Hey, we all trying to accomplish one goal. Teach line dancing and have fun.
Yes.
Learn line dancing and have fun. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Feet in motion. Yes.
Yes. Okay. There you go. Keep our feet in motion. I love it, Adrian. I love it.
I agree.
So what's yours, Queen?
Huh?
Queen, what's yours?
My highlight of the year.
What's your highlight?
It's all of y'all. Honestly, all of y'all believing in the podcast. First of all, for God giving me the vision. And somebody thought that I stole whatever. I promise you, my right hand to God, I did not. I was in the bed when I came home from being sick, and I said, before I got sick, I said, I want to do something as I get older that I can continue in the line dance community. Because, once you get in your 70s and stuff, them legs and knees, they don't work the same, And so I was like, give me something where I can stay in the line dance community, still be a part even when my legs and feet don't work anymore, or knees hurt. And so he gave me what happened. I called my daughter and I said, Tasha, what can I do to stay in the line dance community? Because my knees are start hurting sometimes, and I just can't dance all the time. And she said, well, Mom, you should do a podcast, because she has a podcast. I said, girl, you know nothing about that IT stuff. And she said, Ma, I help you. And she helped me to build this platform. She made my first jingle for me. Well, Dalton made the first one, and she made the one for the for Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. And so that just goes to show you that if you believe in yourself and you believe in God and what he can do in your life, there's nothing you can't accomplish. You could just keep going. And I'm just thankful for all of you, because you believed in the same vision. Sandra and Mr. Charles and Carla and Reggie and Adrian and Mr. Harris and Mr. Potts and Miss Melva and Miss Alexa. All of y'all believed in this podcast, and all of those on the side, Barbie and Angela and Sylvia, Roz, Marie, and everybody.
That's my first member.
That's your
Barbie is my Barbie was in my first class when I started my line dancing, just trying.
Okay.
She been with me from day one.
Okay.
And she's battled cancer and everything. Came to my class after chemo. And I was like, why are you here? She was like, I just want to dance. And so shout out to Barbie.
Hey, Barbie.
But that's the beauty. That's one of the beauties of line dancing.
Yes.
It's an outlet for so many reasons. People, they may be going through depression, divorce, sickness, maybe just had a bad day. And they come and they leave it on the dance floor. When they walk away, they're like, wow, this is such a great stress relief. Or, they forget about what they came in with.
That's true. And what about healthy reasons? Let's talk about healthy reasons about line dancing and health. What are some of the things that we can say about what line dancing does for our health wise? Anybody?
I have had people come to class and say, Ricky, I went to the doctor, and he said, the doctor asked me what I'm doing, and I said, well, I line dance. And he said, well, just keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing what you're doing. And when I first started out, I had three young ladies that wrote me a letter, and they say, they were thinking about suicide.
Jesus.
And they came to my class, and they felt love, and they felt so much love. And, they wrote me a letter telling me how much it really helped them, because they were considering suicide. So I have those letters now, and, I plan on keeping them.
There you go. Yes. Anytime you think about quitting, Ricky, you go back and read those letters.
Yeah.
And to keep you going. Don't be like Mr. Child, quit every week. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it's stuff like that.
But you know what?
Wait a minute. Carla wasn't that. Carla you want to say something about
Ricky? Yeah. I think line dancing, what I've found is there's a lot of single women like come to the, well, I'm sure in general to classes, and they build relationships with each other and people, you know, and they're socializing, which is really good for mental health, because there's many single people, and you know, they get to know other people in the community.
Yeah. Yep.
Can you hear that
Right.
background?
And like
Somebody got a
Angela just
background noise.
said, mental health wise.
Go ahead, read it, Dondra.
She's like, line dancing got her through a rough divorce. It became a stress release.
Yes. Yes. And what about your mind, y'all? What about your
Totally
mind?
agree.
Go ahead, Ray.
And that's where I wanted to chime in. For me, it's the mental escape. When I get to leave work or know I need to leave work to go to class, then for that hour and a half to 2 hours, I can block things out and it takes my mind someplace else. So that's one of the great benefits I have. And when you say I try to leave it on the floor, oh yeah. I leave it throughout my whole body.
You leave it. You do. Leave it.
Yes. You know what? He literally paints the floor. Okay.
Okay.
You leave it.
Yeah.
And it's not with
So
his
do.
He paints the floor.
When he gets started, you better get out the way.
Okay.
You better get out the way.
But what does that say about Dr. Reggie? That says that he really enjoys and loves what he's doing, because
He
it
dances
shows
joy.
in the way he dances.
Yes.
You know, if he got out there and was like this right here, y'all be like, okay, all right. But he get out there, he be like, ow, ow, ow. Y'all be like, oh, he really like what he doing. You know?
And I'm literally for real. You got to get out of his way.
Yes, get out his way.
I tried to dance next to him. I was like, no, that's okay. Let me
I think
move.
Alexa had her hand up.
Okay.
No, go ahead, Reggie. I think Reggie was trying to finish first. I'll
He
let
was
him finish.
finishing. Yeah, his state. Go ahead, Reggie.
Y'all
No,
hear that
the
noise
last thing
in
I
the
was gonna say.
background? Somebody has noise. Some kind of, you can hear the noise. Did y'all hear that? It stopped now.
Okay.
The one additional thing I was going to say.
And it may
back
be
to that
when
whole-
everybody chime in.
Okay.
Gotcha. The other healthy perspective, I think it's also the support that we give to one another. That's a different type of mental support that you may not realize. When you hug someone, if someone's been devoid of that human contact or just that interaction, that's another way that we do that. Because part of the other thing, even though I like to get it in, I also like to help people. So if I see you sitting and it's something easy, you know, trying to encourage people to get up and get moving and enjoy themselves, I think that's just as important.
Yes, yes. Alexa, I saw your hand. I want to read one thing. Marie Young said, I have a student that had a stroke. And after her return to line dance, the doctor told her to keep it up probably. And she said, it blessed me to know that I'm making a difference in someone's health. Isn't that something? You're making a difference. I mean,
Yes.
isn't that what it's all about? You know, it's not just learning dances and doing dances. It's about making a difference in somebody's life. It really is. Okay, I'm sorry, Alexa, you were next.
Oh no, I was just going to kind of piggyback off of that because I represent those who dance with a disability. So it definitely keeps me moving. I love the relationships, the connections, but also, like I said, the mental health aspects keeps you from being depressed. I mean, it definitely elevates the endorphins, and I absolutely love it. But it absolutely keeps me moving. I have to keep moving.
Right.
So,
Right. And I like how Leslie said. I like how Leslie said it gives people an inspiration and joy besides just to get away from sadness or whatever may be going on in one's life.
That's right. Yes. When things are heavy on your mind, she said she started dancing and she find relief, you know, it relieves it. Okay, Melvin, you had your hand up next, I think.
Oh, I was just going to say the line dancing community, which I find is very, very welcoming. And it's always a joy to go to class. It's like you said, for mental health, for physical well-being. I just love it. It's a joy to go to class.
It is. And I heard somebody say, I don't know if it was Reggie or Mr. Charles, one of y'all said about the hugging. Or was that you, Ricky? Somebody talked about hugging. Yeah, about hugging. Y'all know what? Seriously. I know some people are like, oh, well, I don't like you to touch me. I'm like, okay, if that's you, that's fine. But let me tell you something. There are sometimes a hug can save somebody's life. You agree, Mr. Ricky?
Amen.
You talked
Yes,
about the
yes.
ladies coming.
Oh,
A
yeah.
simple hug coming to class can save somebody's life because
That's
they
right.
going through and they I just want to give up, but you get them that hug, and that hug can mean so much. Do y'all agree?
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But you never
What
know
about you,
what a
Carla?
person may receive from day to day. And they may not even had a hug or that touch that we
Mhm.
all need or should receive every day. So, just to receive that love, you never know where that takes a person.
I'm trying to think real quick. What is the guy's name? Oh my God. Durag. Have y'all ever been hugged by Durag?
Mm-mm.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Durag hug you. Durag hug you. And he be like this.
With his do-rag
But,
on.
but, but that's Durag. But you know what? What I remember, that hug. It was sincere. Because you know how we hug people. Hey, how you doing? A little pat, pat, pat. Okay, that's okay. But when somebody hug you and hold you and hold you and hold you, that's a sincere hug. And that's what I remember about him. That when I ever see Durag, man, he hugged me. I'd be like, okay, let me get ready. Let me brace myself so I won't fall. But I remember that as a blessing, not as a curse, as a blessing. When somebody hug you for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that about hugging. All right. So I know we got a lot to cover, y'all. So we're gonna move on. Um,
Can I
Which one
give
again?
one more inspirational?
sure.
And this is due to the podcast, but I wanna thank Carla for always coming on. I try to make sure I'm on because I think about her being in London, and Queen always make a point to say what time it is there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, if it's 12 o'clock a.m. and she is able to be on the podcast, then I cannot miss it. I'm like, I got to. I mean, it's just Eastern Standard Time for me. It's the same time, but I
Right.
always think about when she's on, and and
It's
and
12
it's every
midnight.
week almost. Every week she's
Yes.
on from
Yes.
London in the morning. In the
Mm-hmm.
morning, and so that is really for me line dancing. Let's Talk Soul line dancing. That is very inspirational. Very.
That's what
Praise
I
I
wanted
God.
to
love
hear
it.
from her. I wanted to hear from her.
Yeah.
What did
Me,
she have? Yes.
um, I remember when I went, uh, like like before I said I teach all the way in South London, and people are like, "How can you come so far? Why are you coming so far? When you love something, time, distance means nothing.
Nothing. That's right.
Nothing."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right. Right.
That's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
It
We
really
love it.
does it. And we
We
appreciate
love it.
you every week that you come on and stay up with
Every
us.
week.
And I know it's
Yes.
midnight. I'm like, that's a blessing. That just shows, your
She's
dedication
on.
to your craft and to Let's Talk
Yeah,
Soul Line
it's
Dancing.
the
We
only
really
way I
Yes.
can learn.
all right.
As I
So
said,
we're gonna
I've
go
learned
ahead.
so much from it.
And I thank you for that. So we're gonna move on. Our next segment is going to be, what can you tell us that you think would make this podcast better? That's the section we're at now. What can you tell us that may something that you thought of that we could probably do? I see your hand, Ricky. 1 second. That we could probably do to make the podcast better, to attract more people, other than some of the things we're doing now. What else can we do? Go ahead, Ricky.
Okay. Personally, for me, I think if we had a weekly flyer, if you just put one flyer up and I could copy that, because a lot of time I forget about the podcast or forget to mention it. But if I had a flyer, I could have some printed and I give it to my class, and I know they would tune in too. So I
Okay.
think if we did a flyer.
Okay. And I was gonna say for you, Ricky, when you go to log in through YouTube, if you hit the subscribe button, then every week, and you hit the black bell, every week you'll get a thing on your phone to tell you to tune in to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. So we will take your suggestion and we will have some cards made, and we can mail those cards out to the different instructors who would like to have some. And we appreciate you sharing the information. Thank you.
And I think if we just had a flyer,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
what
can
we
have some, and I can print it out, and I just have them on my desk, and the people in my class can pick them up, and
okay.
More people to watch from my class too.
Okay. Thank you. We'll take that suggestion.
Hey, I just want to make a quick note or comment. When this black screen comes back up, watch it. That's all I want to say. Watch it.
We do have a flyer.
But you know, see what I'm saying?
He done show everybody.
Oh my God.
My room is messed up. I'm trying to make sure my screen, like you can see me. I got my green light. I got my snowman, and he changing outfits every 10 minutes. That is not fair. You better do it, Dr. Reggie.
After you learn to master costume design.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Sandra and Mr. Charles, can y'all continue this conversation? Just give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Well, who's next? Who's next?
Sure.
Whoever.
And
What
then
can we
the
do?
only other thing I wanted to mention to Mr. Ricky is that, not to him, but Queen. Maybe we can tag him when you actually put that flyer out every week.
Okay.
And I can
That
send
way
it to
he'll
him too.
know it.
Okay.
I'll send it to you, Ricky.
Oh,
too,
okay.
as
So
well.
Mr. Charles' job now for 24 will be to make sure you're tagged. Okay, Ricky.
All right. After I come back from
And
retirement.
everybody else.
He's happy.
So
I'll be right back. Y'all go.
So
And
carrying
everybody
on.
else.
Okay.
Who's next? Who else has a?
Let's,
who else?
Bad.
Anybody else?
So are there any other
Reggie?
suggestions? And that's even to the audience.
Well, that's true too.
Questions. Let me see. Reggie, you know.
Yeah, the one quick comment, all of the speakers have always been great. I would think maybe there might be a couple more time to do more panel with 2 or 3 guests at a time. Maybe it might be a theme, just if you have just something I'm throwing out as an idea.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like every 3 months, maybe. Yeah, that's a good suggestion.
Okay. And so I guess we can just put it out, ask for topics to speak on. And I guess the top 3 or 4 topics, we can kind of go from there. And then, V did ask a question. She wants to know who inspired you to teach? Just what? All you got to do is just tell the name. Who inspired you to teach? Or what inspired you to teach?
I got a request from a friend. A friend of mine wanted to do this dance she found on YouTube at her mom's retirement party, and that dance was In the Line of Duty. And I learned that dance and taught that dance, and me going on YouTube, that's when I realized saw all these groups doing this one dance. And I was like, wow, what are they doing? And so that's actually how I found out about the line dance community, through her request. So from there, I just kept learning. And so now it's been 7 years, going into my 8th year.
Yes. And graduation. Anybody had last word in a day as an instructor, that needs to be.
Carla, real quick, who or what inspired you?
Me, girl, I've always danced. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I've always danced, but when I saw line dancing, I was like, that's my maturity and body. And I used to watch Linda Sims a lot. Loved her.
Great. Yes.
She was very inspiring for me.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Love it. Ricky, who or what inspired you?
I have to say it was my family because I didn't know about line dancing. I wasn't on Facebook or anything like that. And we were eating dinner and I got up and I said, we need to start moving, doing something. So we just started dancing at home. And I thought about it. I said, maybe other people might feel the same way I do. So I made up flyers and I started going through the park, getting out flyers, telling them I'm getting ready to start, exercising, dancersizing, really. That's what I call it, dancersizing at one of the centers. And I started off with 2 ladies, and those 2 ladies are still with me. And it just started growing every day. But I just started at home with my family.
Okay.
Awesome. Self, home, a friend. Melva, what was your inspiration? Just a quick person, who or what?
Zandra, you, Queen, Mr. Charles. Y'all inspired me. Like I said, so welcoming. And Adrian as well. She's so welcoming, so nice. So, yes.
I remember meeting you your first year coming to the symposium.
Don't know what I was doing.
Alexa. Yeah. Alexa, who or what inspired you?
As far as line dancing, period, or when you all talk about being an instructor?
Yeah. Instructor.
Okay, I don't instruct anymore, but I used to instruct, and what happened was I kind of was pushed in without a paddle. So my group at the time, they saw that I really was enthusiastic about learning and teaching and growing and absorbing and learning, and I just naturally would call on the floor. So they kind of pushed me into instructing. So that's what got me instructing at that time, but I don't do it anymore.
Okay. I want to do a quick shout out.
All right, Harris.
Debera Morgan Smith. Hi. Lady D. Hey, what's up? How y'all do? Okay, go ahead. And I saw Donnie. Did I see Donnie?
Yeah, you saw
Donnie. Remind me, Mr. Charles, what I'm supposed to announce tonight.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I'm Zandra. Go ahead.
All right. The way I got introduced to line dancing as an instructor, I actually started off as a stepper, 8-count stepper, with command steppers under Jay Mose, who actually is an R&B artist. So I started stepping. Then I started learning line dancing, so I was doing both of them at the same time. So he suggested I start my own group, and that's how I got started.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Queen.
Jay too.
Somehow we got away from about different what ideas that we can help to improve this. Was that it for everybody? Everybody else
actually, we were finishing off with Dr. Reggie. It was a question that came from the panel.
Okay.
The people on the side.
Yes. And Dr. Reggie can close it out.
It's really hard to
or what?
Sure. I feel it's really hard to say because it just sort of happened innately. I was there to attend class and I just started helping out. And then it just morphed into that. I never, it wasn't, it just sort of morphed. But so if I had to sort of say someone, it would be, I would say, between Tamar Simmons and Deidre Seabrook in terms of that realm, but it just sort of happened inertly.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. So, Queen, while you were away, one of the comments that Dr. Reggie gave was that in conjunction with Adrian, they kind of said something about every 3 months, 3 to 4 months, we bring on some people and have a panel similar to what we have here and discuss. And I guess I kind of said maybe we can put out a question to see what topics the viewers would like to hear and go from there and pick that panel. That was where we were.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's a good one. Very good one.
And Mr. Charles committed to tagging everybody with the
Yeah.
flyer.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Laugh.
Everybody.
Anybody? And I don't know if I said it. I want to thank Adrian Speed in Motion and Ocean State Line Dance for the line dance, the jingle dance that they given us. Yay! So far we have 2, and we have some plans for others. Carla's going to send us one, and Alexa's going to send us one. Y'all just do like this. And Harris Fox going to send us one, and Dr. Reggie going to send us one. Y'all just do like that. Mr. Charles and Zondra's working on theirs. Yay.
I'm retired.
It was fun.
Hey,
But you know, Alexis, you can be retired
And
but
still
this
put a
time you just
dance
gonna,
together.
Yeah.
Look, it's just a minute and 27 seconds.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. A minute and something.
Shout out to Shirley, Miss
Mitchell?
Cat. No, Shirley Spearman, Miss Cat, and Gwen, members of my group who actually choreographed that dance. I just made sure I put it in the right order.
Yes.
And I was the overseer, but they are the ones that actually put it
together.
The steps and everything together. Those were that's yeah. So I can't take credit for it.
It's lovely.
Okay. We gonna represent from the DMV.
Oh, she ready too.
Okay, Carla has her.
Y'all, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, I'm kind of going back to what you was discussing. I think sometimes when you have the podcast, however you say it, if there was a little section for questions and answers, questions from us that's watching to your panel, even if it's a 5 minutes, if you got it, or 10 minutes.
Okay.
That would be good. I would enjoy that.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But you know, and just to add to that, that's I think one of the reasons that we'll always kind of say, hey, if you got questions. I know at one point, Queen, you used to have people calling in so that they could actually ask the question themselves. And so I don't know, we may have to look at that again, and that way we can actually pull them in from, the audio side of things. But yes.
Okay, thank you for that. Beautiful. Any other suggestions things we can do to make the podcast better and to reach out to more people?
Well,
I saw that, Adrian.
Well, I was getting ready to. Well, I enjoy the podcast the way it is. I think the having people chime in or being able to ask questions, right, Alexa? Me and you on the other side, and Miss Melva being able to ask the questions. But let me just thank you guys, because I think the one thing that I like is that y'all don't stick to the time.
that was my suggestion. I was
a bit longer.
Y'all try to say, "Oh, this podcast is 1 hour," but I'm glad you guys
make it
flow. I'm glad you guys allow things to flow, and end when you need to. So that's what I don't think is long enough, but.
Yeah,
but I'll take what I can get right now. I'll take the hour, 15 minutes, hour 30.
We just had so much fun. We had so much fun, so much learning. Okay, now I'm gonna get back on course. Was there anything else y'all wanted to say that could make the podcast better before we all sing happy birthday to the December birthdays?
And maybe if so, maybe they just need to shoot an email to you, Queen. Okay.
Yes, or shoot me an email.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And my email is QWEEN. So it's Queen with a W, and then Sheila, SHEILA @gmail.com. Or you can send something to Zondra, you typing it in, to Mr. Charles or Zondra. And we'll see what we can implement or give you any information that you're looking for. Okay. Angela said was about to say that, Zandra, with their questions and topics. Okay. So we take all of these suggestions. Anything that if you think of something later, shoot me a email. It's better to text me, y'all, because I have like 700 emails a day. So if you text me, you'll probably get an answer quicker. Sometimes I don't even want to see an email. I get so many. Okay. So we're gonna sing happy birthday now, and we're gonna do the toast in conjunction. So we're gonna sing happy birthday, and then we're gonna toast. Okay, so we can move along because I know y'all have a life, and we are so thankful that y'all decided to tune in and be our guest today. I mean, it's truly been a blessing. And so let's sing happy birthday. Y'all ready? Me. Ready?
Y'all, we need to let the songbird lead it. Songbird need to lead it.
Yeah, go ahead, songbird.
All right, G.
I'll do the percussion.
I got your move. I got your movement.
Who's the
Adrian?
Oh, you waiting on me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I was like, it's got it right. I was like, who is that? All right,
that was
we
Dr.
got
G
the
over there.
percussion going.
Okay, we
You
ready?
got the percussion going. You got my shoulder moving.
Let's go.
Happy birthday to you.
To
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
was it?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Listen.
All right. So everybody get your cups ready. You're gonna end this happy birthday. Happy birthday to all of the December babies. May you have many, 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 many more. And I hope you don't miss any gifts because you got December birthday. You know, some people don't get the birthday present because it's so close to Christmas. But I hope you get them all, okay?
You got that red cup. All right,
I got
Melvin.
a red cup.
All right, Melvin got a red cup. Mr. Charles got his red cup. Sorry,
You know
my cup.
it.
My cup is white, child. You know it's got to have queen on it. Okay.
Melva has 2 red cups.
Oh, Lord.
I
I
see.
had to double up.
Oh, look out now.
I'm in
Finally got
London.
her
I'm having a cup of
on the
tea.
line there. Yes. Adrian got his silver cup.
All
Reggie got his
right,
white
white
cup. How's yours, Harris? I can't see yours, Harris. You got a white cup?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What happened to Ricky?
Yeah, partying at his party. Probably.
Oh, that's right.
He was having a
Okay.
party. Yeah.
All right.
Good night.
So this toast is to every one of you.
Yes.
I want to thank you for being our panel guest today. I want to thank you for keeping this podcast going. I want to thank my co-hosts, Mr. Charles and Miss Zandra, because without you, I don't know what I do. Y'all keep me on my toes. You keep me going. And this toast is to each and every person that's on the side that tuned in today. All of you, because don't stay tuned now a little bit longer because we got some good news to tell you. So this is a toast to all of y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate you so much.
And while y'all drinking, did you all hear my girl Ross? She was like, "Let's talk choir." It went from "Let's talk soul line" to "Let's talk choir."
It was in quadrophonic. I'm telling you.
I tell you, okay.
Quadrophonic. What is that?
5, 6 different
Something Mr. Charles. Go ahead, Mr. Charles. Tell me what that is.
You could hear it, then you heard another part, another verse. Because some of us are on time delay, so it was wonderful. It was funny.
Yes.
I love it.
It was a 5-part harmony. That's what I understand.
Some name I made up.
You know? Okay. So now I'm going to announce the winner of the 2023 challenge.
Yes.
That we had, the people that we interviewed and who had the most views, total views. We did Facebook and YouTube, and we counted all the views up. And our winner for this year of the $50 challenge is none other than Donnie, Donita Gummels. Let's get that.
Cardio soul.
You can drink again.
I mean,
Kudos.
how many did she have, Mr. Charles?
Now 938,
Oh,
I
wow.
believe. It just on
Yep.
that was just
She
on
said, "Shut
Facebook.
up."
I don't know how many. She had more on YouTube.
She said,
Oh,
Close
shut
to
up.
1,000.
Yes.
Close to 1,000
Shut
views.
up.
Yep. So, Donnie, when we get off, make sure you text me, so that I can with your Cash App, so I can send you your Christmas present. Okay, and we want to
Awesome.
thank you. We want to thank you,
Yes.
thank you,
Love
Yes.
Donnie.
everybody
Love
for
Donnie.
tuning in.
She's a
Okay,
beautiful
what's
spirit.
next, y'all? Real quick, I want to talk about. I have a t-shirt line, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what I plan to do to launch my t-shirt line. It's Queen and King, okay? And did I print it out? As you know, I'm getting younger, so I can't remember all this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a Queen line. It's QWEEN, and it stands for Quality Women Expressing Excellence Naturally. That's what the Queen is. Shoot, that's not what I want. Sorry. And then the King line is, help me out, Mr. Charles. What's the King line?
Was it kind?
Mine. Oh, hold on.
You
Here
had
we
it
go.
written down.
Okay.
Genuine.
In this second, the King line, because I'm trying to remember from the top of my head, and y'all, it's empty up there right now. You know how you try to remember something, don't nothing come up. But the King
Yep.
line is KINGG. Okay, so it's 2 G's on the King,
Mhm.
and I'm going to launch my line, and of course, it's not coming up because I'm trying to get it. But I'm going to launch my line really soon, and what I'm offering, so it's kind, impressive, noble, genuine, gifted, and supportive. So that's what KINGGS stands for. And I was wanting to share my screen, but you know, I'm trying to learn how to do all this new stuff, right?
It
Y'all
looks
understand?
nice. It looks
I have
nice.
to help me. The shirt is really nice. The shirts
Yes.
are really nice.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing is line dance instructors. If you order 5 shirts from me, then your shirt will be free.
Okay.
Okay. And so that's what I'm trying to do to get it out there. So family reunions, because my shirt says queen. So every female is a queen. Okay. Every female is a queen. Every male is a king.
Yes.
Because you know what? You are who you say
That's
you are.
right.
And I believe in it so strongly.
Yes.
So if I could get all of the line dance instructors to to support me with my king and queen line. And if you order 5, like for your team, then your t-shirt will be free.
Okay.
And I'll mail them out to you.
Okay.
So Dalton, the producer, I want to give a shout out to him. Dalton, that's my boo, that's my dude. That's my dude. He's setting up my my what you call it? My
Your
oh my God,
template?
my website. He's my website,
Oh, okay.
setting up my website store so that I'll be able to sell my shirts right from the store. And so I'm just so excited, y'all. God is just doing miraculous things in all of our lives.
Yes.
You know, sometimes we don't realize it. Real quick, because it's almost Christmas and it's been cold here. You know, it's never cold in Florida. It's been cold here the last couple of days. And I was riding down the street and I saw people in a cardboard box.
Wow.
You know, out there in the cold, wrapped up in blankets and coats and hats. And I said, God, I thank you. You know, some people say, well, I got a little teeny apartment or I got a little teeny house. Baby, compare your house or your apartment to a cardboard box and know how blessed we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I was just like, Lord, I thank you for another day, you know, for another holiday season, for whatever, you know, that you're going to give us or that you're planning for our lives, because he always has something up, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody was going to say something?
You
Sandra,
know, one of the
what-
things
Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say, our next panel
Mhm.
need to be nothing but line dancers. We need to get G on here, and a couple others, and
Uh-huh.
hear about line dancing from the line dancers.
Sirs. Okay.
Mhm.
What they're pointing
That
to.
would
That's
be
a good idea.
Yeah. That
Mhm.
would be good.
Excellent.
My next panel to be line dancers. Okay.
because they have a different perspective. I mean, they're the student.
Exactly.
One thing I
And
try
make sure we get Angela Brown as one of them. Okay.
I try to make sure
Mhm.
that I wherever I go, you know, because instructing it's a lot and it take a lot out of you. People don't believe that, but it take a lot out of you mentally,
yes.
and
Yes.
you know, you're trying to keep everybody on
Yes.
point. So whenever I go somewhere, you know, I try to act like a student because, you know, I'm like, I'm still trying to learn. And then, you know, just to not be in the front, like, let me sit on the side, then I can
Yep.
dance how I want.
Yep.
So I can get crazy or be silly or whatever, you know.
Yep.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that would be a good panel.
Y'all don't
What?
make her do that right there. Don't make her do
Okay.
that.
No, that's right. Many things.
So if you all would send us let me find, do you have my text Zandra?
No.
Okay, I have it right here. I prefer y'all text me to, that it? No, that's the wrong
Me
one.
too,
Sorry.
Deborah
No,
Smalls.
that's the other one.
Oh, that is my text. 813-407-1216. If you would text me, I'm gonna leave it up for a minute. If you would text me with someone you think would be great as who's a line dancer, not an instructor, but a line dancer who you think would be great from your group or somebody you know will be great on our next panel, please text me their name and contact information so I could contact them to see if they can would like to get on with us.
Yeah.
Okay, and be a guest on the podcast.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay, for our next panel. Okay, donations are accepted via Cash App, $ LDC, or if you do Zelle, 813-407-1216. It's the same as my text number. I mean, to text me. It's the same number. And if you'd like to see this podcast continue, then we would love, we ask that you send us a donation. And no amount is too small. It really is not. No amount is too small because every dime, every penny goes toward. And if y'all know, if you ever done a podcast, it's not cheap to keep this platform going. It's really expensive, but it's okay because God always supplies. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is, guess what, panel? We're not going to ask questions today. Not yet. We're going to let the people on the side ask us questions.
Okay.
So what questions would you all like to ask us? So type the question in the chat and y'all get ready to answer. You can let us know who you'd like to answer or if you want it from everyone. Okay, any questions that you might have. And then panel, y'all get ready to ask our audience for our trivia. Okay, so we're gonna give the people on the side replying to Roz saying thanks. The freedom of being a student is line dancing.
I was answering Roz.
Oh, you answering Roz. Okay. Okay. Said Adrian is the truth on the dance floor. Go ahead,
when
Roz.
I can be free.
Roz, no, we seen her. We seen her. I was at her event this year.
Yeah.
I saw her. I was like, oh, them legs be moving. Oh no, them feet be in motion, baby. All right. Any questions for us? For those on the side?
Probably gonna take them a minute.
No
Well,
questions
you
for us?
know, this is favorite dance of 2023.
Okay.
Oh, what's your favorite dance?
For 2023.
I would have to say when the clock strikes.
Right. There you go. I was gonna say, Adrian, when the clock strikes. Yeah. That's a great one. Adrian, I wonder where you got that from. That's a great one.
Yes.
That's a great one. Okay. Any others? Reggie, what's your favorite for 2023?
Still processing. Come back to me.
Oh, okay. Still process. Okay.
A lot of dances.
What about you, Harris?
Mine would be probably Be Ready
Alexa.
to Roll, line dance by Bernard Smith.
Okay.
What's the name
Be
of it?
Ready to Roll.
Be ready to roll. Be ready to roll. Okay. That's Bernard
That is
Smith.
correct.
Okay.
Alexa had her hand up.
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead,
I agree with
Alexa.
Harris. I like that one. But my current favorite right now is Robert Stan's "On My Mama."
Oh yeah, that's a cute one. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
That
Mhm.
right there is everything.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, that's a trip.
Now I can watch
Okay.
him dance
What's the
for
name of
hours.
it? I'm trying to write. What you say the name of it?
On My Mama, OMM.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Robert
Robert
Sykes,
Sykes.
April Lynn.
Robert
April,
Sykes.
Yeah.
Okay.
a
It's
collaboration.
it's someone else choreographer with them, right?
April Lynn. It's
Okay.
April Lynn. That's the other choreographer.
Okay, April Lynn.
April
Yeah,
Lynn.
that's a nice
Okay.
one. Yeah, I can
Okay.
watch him
Hi,
for
Carla.
hours.
Mhm.
Okay, Carla, what about
Yeah, I
you?
like that Be Ready to Roll. And I don't know
Uh-huh.
if this one is 2023. Easy Juice, I think.
EC
Easy
Juice.
Oh, that
Juice.
one's bad.
EC Juice. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I love that
2023.
one.
EC Juice.
Yeah.
Is
EC
it
If
Juice.
not, we'll take it
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah, I think that
And who is that?
I
Who's
think
the
that
choreographer
All
for
right.
that?
Okay.
I think
Who's the
that came out
choreographer?
this year. I know PJ is one, right?
Kathy
PJ.
Lesson,
I think it's four. Alexa might know all of them.
Kathy Lesson with me or something
Yeah,
like
I think it's Kathy. Is it Kathy, Katrina, and PJ?
that. Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
what it is.
Okay. Kathy.
And Jess Flavor. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's-
look, let's move to another question because y'all went almost an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay,
Kathy.
somebody
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Before-
Yeah.
Hold on.
How
I need
do
one
you
thing.
decide?
Kathy. Who was the other people? Wait a minute. Kathy, Katrina, and PJ. Is
I
that
believe
it?
so. Yes, I think that's
Yes.
Kathy, Leslie,
Okay.
Katrina
All right.
Lewis, and PJ.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. How do you decide which event to attend? There are so many.
It
Yes.
depends on
Well,
what.
for me,
that
one of the ways
Mhm.
Go ahead.
one of the ways I decide is if I ever been there before. I've kind of cut back on going to the same event year after year so that I can go and visit new places. So that was my flow for this year.
Okay.
I actually go where Be More take me.
I know that's my girl, Be More.
Be More, Cynthia Barksdale, aka Be More. That's my sidekick. Look,
AKA Be More, AKA undercover
Road dog,
instructor.
undercover instructor. Yes.
Yeah.
Undercover cook, undercover Uber, undercover. She undercover everything. But she when she found out about line dance events, she didn't know that they were going on. She didn't know about any of the events or anything. So when she found out, it was like, oh my God, I got to go. And so wherever she takes me, that's where we go.
Okay. Okay. Ex
Carla?
Sailor Cha Cha. Is that one? Ex Sailor? Is that the name of it? Ex Sailor Cha Cha. Y'all know
No,
that
I
one?
think they were asking what our favorite line dance move was. I think that's what the question was.
Okay. No, I thought that's what somebody said. Marie said Sailor Cha Cha.
Yeah, that's what she's asking though. What's your favorite line dance move? But Carla had her hand up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
Carla.
just wanted to say, though I'm miles and miles away and I see all the events, I try to incorporate in my vacation attending an event. This year I went to Divine Line Dance one, and I always try to bring some of my dancers with me because we sit and watch these things, but nothing beats the real thing.
Yeah.
So I try to do a small one now and then a big one in a year.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
expensive now. It's real expensive. Go ahead, Zandra.
Well, we have other questions. So if you don't mind, Queen, could we just limit our responses to maybe one per question? And the
Okay,
next
sure.
question that comes up is say, what's the best way the best way to find a class is through Coley Cole's database that she created for the line dancers. And
Yes.
Queen will highlight that a little later on, okay? And so you'll get a better understanding of it. The next question is, we talk about why you started, but what keeps you motivated to continue as instructors? And before, I'm gonna let you all kind of process that and see who wants to respond. But Miss Small is Urban Line Dance Connection. If you go out there to that, you will be able to see, just type in the city, state you're in, and it should bring up the instructors that are currently in that area.
And let me tell you, it will only bring up the ones who have registered on her site. So if you know anybody who have a line dance classes who have not registered, you might ask them to register, so that they will be able, people will know that they're there. Okay. So it's Urban Line Dance Connection, right? Go ahead.
Yes.
What was the next
Okay.
one?
Do we have someone that would like to take that question? What keeps you motivated to be an instructor?
My students, well, I can answer that. My students, for me, the students keep me motivated. And I mess up all the time. They be like, Queen, it's like this. I say, okay, well, let's do it that way. Look, I messed up intentionally to see, make sure y'all was paying attention. Yeah. But yeah, my students keep me motivated, right, Melva? Because Melva say, Queen, it go like this. I said, okay, Melva, let's do it that way. Yeah, that's how it goes. So yeah, my students, I can answer that my students keep me motivated, and it keeps me learning. You know, I have to keep learning to keep teaching.
Yes.
So that's
Absolutely.
what I would say. Answer that.
Yes.
I think the same thing. For me, it was something that Rundy told me when I first met him. And he told me, he said, the love you have for line dancing right now, that was 2017, I think I met him. He said, keep it. He said, don't let anybody take it away from you. Because when you love it, then no matter what, if people show up, if they don't show up, if you got the same people come every week, you get a new group, you know, I'm glad you're here, but it's because I love line dancing. And I tell them, if it's one person in my class or 20, I'm a teach that one.
There you go. Ricky, turn your video on.
So that's the motivation for me. He was like, the love you have for line dancing, keep it. And I think
you guys, I'm going to disappear. I have something I need to do, but it was nice meeting everybody.
Bye, Ricky.
Okay.
Yes,
Harris. Hi, Harris. Thank you, Harris. Thanks for coming on.
Problem.
We appreciate you.
I'll carry your call,
All right,
man.
bye-bye. Okay. Something I was getting ready to ask. Oh, somebody asked, what is your favorite move? Line dance move. And somebody said roll.
Somebody said it was a roll. And he
look at Reggie.
Yeah, take off the hat and roll.
Yeah, so anybody else
Reggie, I see you.
What's your favorite move? What's your favorite move?
All the ones I can do.
All the ones you can do. I know
if
that's
I can do it, it's my favorite at the time.
Yeah. Mine's is step. I noticed that every dance I choreograph has step sliding. You know how you step and slide it back? Step. I don't know why. That one and cross kick. And those are the two for some reason, I find a place in every dance form. So I don't know. Anybody else?
I'm with Reggie with the rolling. That's where get swirl from. That's where swirl came from.
That's where okay. The rolling.
Now Alexa got a cute dance. What is it? Yoga. In the yoga? Is that your dance?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a cute dance with the roll in it.
Rolls in it, yeah.
Yoga. Okay. Bye,
yeah, she has a cute dance.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, Queen.
Are y'all ready? Okay, so we're gonna, oh my goodness, yes, we got to get this moving forward so we can get out of here.
Ooh,
today.
That's a good one. Thank you, Fee.
All right.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to each one of us ask our audience one question, and we're out. We're gonna close out with that. Is that okay?
If I talk about that cruise, man, we talk about it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Mr. Charles. Let's talk about the cruise real quick before we do
All
our
right,
trivia.
just talked to Avis today, and she says that tell people if you're still going, which I hope everybody on here is going, that if you get it today, it's a 12 days of Christmas deal they got going on. If you register today, it's $9. If you register tomorrow, it's $10, all the way until Christmas Eve. After that, it goes back to the regular price, and then starting new year, according to whatever room you got, they're automatically going to go up. So you got at least these number 4 or 5 days, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever. You can go
Okay.
ahead and register. So tell your friends and everybody else. But the cruise is going good. Carlos is going to put out the list, and please, please, please be on here on January 7th, our very first episode next year, because they're going to be on here. Carlos said he's going live. It's going to be a lot of people looking at this podcast, so he already has a lot of the people that he already, who's going to be singing. And he's going to put that, I think he's going to put out next week, but he's going to definitely put out on the cruise. He told me a couple of them, but it's going I'm telling you. So no, January 7th, I'm sure we're going to go over an hour. Mostly questions.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna be question and answer period about the cruise. Any questions you have about the cruise, we'll be able to they'll be able to answer. I can't answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the right here at the bottom of the screen, $ the LDC. It's for donations. If you like to give us a donation to keep the podcast going. Deborah, is that how you say her name? I'll be cruising with Carlos. She said she'll be cruising. Everybody else, I hope you all are on the ship. If not, we'll be waving at you, but we want to wave at you. Donnie said we're going to dance on the ship, dance up to the ship, and going up the plank. So we're not going to be waving, we're going to be dancing. Is that what you said, Zandra? We're going to be dancing up the plank. So
Yes.
you don't want to miss the cruise. And y'all, this is historical. This is a legendary. No one has ever done this before. So you want to be a part of history and be on a cruise, right? All right. Who's going to ask the first question of our panel? Going to ask the first question of our audience. Y'all ready, audience? All right. Juanita says she on the ship. All right. Y'all ready? Here we go. Who's first?
Well, that was my question. I wanted to know who all was going on the cruise, and they all popping in.
Okay. So that's your answer. Okay. So I need, who was first?
I got a
Everybody.
question for the
Okay, wait a
audience.
minute, Adrian, 1 second. I got to get the answer to Zandra's question. Who was first, Zandra? Because I'm giving away money this week.
Who was first? Is it Juanita?
Anybody know who was first?
Deborah Morgan Small.
First for what?
Hold on.
Answer Zandra's question. Was
I
it
think it's Deborah.
What was on
Small.
Tracy? Is it Tracy M. Green? That's who I'm seeing.
Tracy M. Green?
I see.
What was your question?
I see it says, hey, sis.
Well,
Who else on the
no,
cruise?
actually, I think it was Juanita.
Deborah.
Juanita beat her by 21 seconds.
Okay, Juanita.
Juanita Jackson.
Out of Minnesota? Out of Alabama?
No. Yes.
Out of Alabama, right?
Alabama and
Okay. All right. Okay, so who got the next question? I think Adrian, you were going next.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I don't know. Well, my question was to see if everybody listened. Was Dr. Reggie is a teacher, but he also have a background in something else. What is it?
Good question. Good question. Doo-doo. Where's Mr. Charles? Doo-doo-doo-doo.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you had that sound last week.
Yeah, no, that was Mr. Charles.
He's not doing it this week.
Okay, Mr. Charles, come on now.
Hey,
Hey,
Yeah,
okay.
Ah,
Ross.
Roz. Okay.
he ate her.
Roz
yes.
got it.
Yes.
Yes, Roz has it. All right, who has the next question? We're gonna move it right along.
Miss Alexa, let's go.
Okay, for those who are here, how many years Adrian says she's been instructing?
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
good question. Good question. Good question.
Everybody in my group should know that answer.
Yay.
Get ready, Melvin.
All right. No, it's not 8, right, Adrian?
Well, not 8 yet.
Eight, not 8. No, it's not 8. You can't tell
Okay,
me.
Juanita
Yeah,
coming
Juanita.
through. So I guess
you already
Miss
won. You can only win one.
Spearman.
Okay, who's after Juanita?
That's it.
Miss
Miss Shirley Spearman.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm going into my 8th year. 2024 would be my 8th year.
Okay.
So
All
Now
right.
when you
now,
see these people win twice, y'all see when these people win twice? Nah,
They
that's
can
what we
only
be telling
win
y'all all the time, because y'all do it all the time. Yeah. You three amigos right there. Y'all
Hey,
do it
you
all the
can't
time.
get mad because we be listening. We be listening.
Hello.
You say you didn't win it. You won it before.
No, Alexa and Melba, we be listening.
Yes,
And we be writing it down.
Yeah. And I don't really care about winning money. I just like to,
Melba,
know.
what's your
Actually,
question?
I'm the same way, Melba. I just like the question.
yeah.
It's
I always
just
give it back
fun.
anyway.
Yeah, but what's your question?
Oh, I can pass to the next person. You just
Okay, Alexa, you
Okay,
ready?
Miss Carla.
Who's next? Carla?
Well,
Okay.
I haven't got
She
one.
doesn't have a question.
Okay, Mr.
Dr.
Charles, you got one? Oh, Dr. Reggie. Go ahead, Dr. Reggie.
Panel was the first to say that they're an introvert.
Hey.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
That must have been me. No, I'm just.
Was it me?
Was it
That's
me?
funny,
I
Zandra.
think it was me. Zandra.
Hey. Roz is on it.
Got it.
All right.
You got it?
Roz,
Yeah,
Roz,
yeah.
okay.
Was it Alexa?
The answer
Yeah.
was Alexa. correct.
Doesn't
Oh, was it Alexa?
Yeah.
All right. So who got that? Roz. Roz, you already won.
Ross, come in.
So
Roz,
Tracy.
you know.
Tracy.
Tracy's up next.
Mm-hmm. Go, Tracy.
Roz is another one. She be
Okay,
sitting there
Ricky.
writing and everything
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. She be answering. Yes. All right.
She's
So,
trying to get her Christmas money, y'all.
Okay.
Because y'all know she eating raw.
Yeah, she eating raw.
She's on raw for 75 days.
Yeah.
okay.
So we need to help her
She's
get that.
doing good too. You doing good, Roz. I've been watching your lives.
Yes. All right. So who has the next
So-
question?
Ricky, what do you have?
What's your question,
hear
Ricky?
Is he frozen?
It looks like he's frozen.
Oh, he's moving. Ricky, you got a question for our viewers?
What did Queen say she did? She did for the U.S. Postal Service.
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh,
That's
That's
a good one.
That's a good one.
That
Wow.
is
Can you
a
hear
good
me now?
one. Were they listening?
Yes. We can hear you. All right.
Yes,
Our
who was
audience, y'all
listening?
ready? Y'all on it? See who
Y'all
was
on
taking
it?
notes. Who was taking notes?
Hey, there go be more in the house.
He was a truck driver.
Oh, yes. Seymour got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undercover.
Undercover
Okay.
instructor.
Be more got it. Okay. Be more.
All right, Mr. Charles.
All right. When we started this, when we came on today, what time was it in Carla's home? What time was it?
Everybody should know that one. It's
said
announced
it.
every week.
Yeah.
Every week they see
No,
Carl.
it's Carla's home.
It's announced every week.
No,
Came
it's
on.
Carla, not ours. Carla, what time was it for UK? What time was
That's
it?
what I'm saying.
Rob said midnight.
No.
The time now,
But if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
it's not.
Okay.
the time now is 1:38.
Okay. All right. So
Oh,
Juanita, Roz, it's talking about every week.
Every week. That's right.
These people have already answered. They already won. The ones who answering now. Roz has already won.
What time was it, Carla, when you got on it today? What time
Juanita
was it?
Jackson already won.
Well, it was
It was 12?
11:30.
Yeah, it
No,
was
12
Yeah,
a.m.
for the group, for the audience.
Yeah,
12 a.m.
it was Monday morning. Monday morning in London.
Who was first? Oh, Roz can't get any more. Okay.
Right. The
I
same
think
people.
it's on the same people.
Mm-hmm. Same
Roz
people.
said keep her donation.
Unless
Thank you, Roz.
Melba was out there. Adrian,
Christmas.
Adrian
Alexis.
If we was on the other side, oh, we would be on it.
Y'all be on it. I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, Alexa?
Yes,
It
I
would
was,
be
I
on
was
and
just,
popping.
I was just thinking it's so weird not having to be able to type these answers in.
Yes.
No, right?
You can type them in anyway.
Okay.
Type them in.
So who hasn't asked the question yet?
Probably
I
Melba.
think it's you, Queen.
Okay.
Because G said Carla needs to get off so she can go to
bed,
bed. To get her sleep.
Okay.
Yeah,
My question, because we 5 minutes, we be gone.
I do shift work.
Okay.
so it's
My
okay.
question is, how many cities, how many states and countries are represented on this podcast tonight?
Oh.
How many states and countries are represented on this podcast tonight? Is it a
I
feedback?
feel like the Brady Bunch. It's a story of a lovely lady.
Oh, wait,
Okay, we got somebody new, Pamela.
you got Pamela say 7 and 1, and Robbie Gilmore said 7.
But
Two
Pamela's
countries.
right. Pamela's right.
But you know what?
It's not wrong.
You know, B Moore's just being politically correct.
There's two
United
countries. There's two countries.
I got one more question.
Uh-huh.
7 states
Okay.
and 2 countries.
The question is, I think I'm right on this. I think if I remember, how long does it take Carla to get to her class?
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Don't remind me.
She said, "Don't remind me." How
Okay.
long does
Somebody
it
has
take
their
Carla
phone
Gray?
and computer on. Who is it? Somebody has their phone and computer on because it's a feedback.
You can hear it.
Okay. How long does it take Carla?
3
Yeah,
hours,
sure.
2 hours.
Green said she can't keep giving out money.
Everybody's donating their money back.
They 2 of them gave it back. Is it 2 hours?
Depending on traffic, it could be 3.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Wow. One way.
V said
V
2
said
hours.
2
One way.
Too long. Well,
That's a
that's
good
what
answer.
happens. Look, when you love it,
That's
it
a good
doesn't matter.
answer.
Like
Yes.
Miss Dr. Reggie said, time
Yes.
don't matter.
Right.
It
So
doesn't
my
matter.
Lord,
When you love what you do, you don't. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm with you, Carla. I used to drive.
Ross
I
said, my Lord.
What
know-
you say, Alexa?
I said
Is
I'm
it
with
in
her. I used to drive an hour and a half to class each way for years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do it
And you
now.
know
Glad to have
when you take a
Yeah.
break and then you start back in a few weeks, you said, "Oh my God, am I mad? What am I doing?"
Yeah.
Queen, you drive a ways to get to class too, don't you?
Yes, I do. Oh,
How
no.
long you drive, Queen?
About an hour and 15, 20 minutes without
Oh
traffic.
wow.
And that's all highway. As long as there's
Oh
no
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But when you, like you said, when you love it, you do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Does everybody ask the question? Mr. Charles, you asked the question?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody asked the question. Carla, you had something to say?
No, Angela, she just asked, is that like 2 to 3 days a week? It's 2 days a week, but
days a
different
week.
locations.
Barista said have gas, will travel. Oh my God.
Well, come on to Alabama, V. Come on to Alabama.
Okay. All right.
Look, she coming to Atlanta. She coming to Atlanta in May.
Okay. So
She
look,
always
so
in
that's what you
Atlanta.
do. Leave Atlanta, go to Alabama, leave Alabama, come to Florida. Hey,
Hey.
Mr. Charles, South Carolina, make it a full circle, right, Mr. Charles? Go to South
You know
Carolina
it.
next, you know?
Miss Shirley.
Thank you,
I
Miss
didn't know that
Shirley.
Alexa
Thank
was in
you.
North
Thank
Carolina.
you so much. All right.
Now,
2 minutes.
now V does a
She
I
Zoom
know.
class. She does a
Yeah.
Zoom class, but how long do it take you to set up for that Zoom class? Because when I was doing Zoom,
It's
it still took an hour to set my camera up, get my speaker right, do
Oh,
my
yeah.
sound. It still takes some time.
I have a question of the panel. How many of y'all record like every class?
Me,
You do, Adrian?
I do.
Is that
But
after
it's,
you teach the dance, or is that
no, it's
before
really
every
for,
class?
like I said, I want to remain a student,
Mhm.
and I record my class and go back and look at how I teach or taught
Okay.
something, because
Okay.
I found that when you are doing workshops,
Mhm.
people brush over stuff, you know, and so
Okay.
I go back to see how I did.
Okay.
You know, when I taught a dance, did I take enough time to teach a part? Did I brush over it? You know, and I try to correct that when I come back, because you know, you can't teach a tag, tell us, oh, this is the tag, and then not let us go through the tag, or
Mhm.
you know, or work the steps out in the tag. But
And
people
that's a
just
good.
assume.
Mhm.
Yeah. So really it's for me. And a lot of people in my class, they be like, oh my God, you recording? And then one girl told them, yeah, you signed that sheet saying that if they take pictures or anything that you are, you know, it's released, you know.
Okay.
Anyway,
But
but yeah,
that's a good idea. That's a great
I
idea.
record every
There you go.
class,
Yeah.
and when I come
Mhm.
home after teaching 2 hours,
You
I
come
will
home and
come
watch
home
it.
and watch that whole video for 2
Okay.
hours just
And
to
that's
see what I did.
that's
And
what
it's
I do
just
with
really to
podcasts
help me.
too.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
That's a
really
good
to help
idea.
me.
That's a really good
Yeah.
idea though. Anybody else do that? Record every class?
I don't record them, but our classes are recorded. We have 3-hour classes 3 days a week. So our classes are recorded and you can save them. And
Okay. And you know, that's a great idea to
Nice.
record. And you, like you said, it's for you to continue to learn. Because I need to go back and look at some of the stuff that I've done. Yeah, hey, what about y'all? When y'all first started teaching, y'all say right back and left back. Then after you learn, you say that's a sailor step.
Yeah,
I
that
used
was
to
me
do
and
it.
I know it. I looked at some of my notes
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh my God, what was that?
yeah,
You know, what did you know? So
3/4
yes,
turn, 3/4
Yeah.
turn.
growth.
I
Uh-huh.
remember teaching one a party and doing the 3/4 turn, and I was like, to the window, to the door.
Ricky was getting ready to say something. What you say, Ricky? You was getting ready to say something, Ricky? Are you frozen, Ricky?
Tripping on his
He looked
background.
frozen.
blink
You might be
once, blink
frozen.
once,
Oh,
blink
yeah.
twice.
So
Yeah,
Adrian,
y'all too. Have to
so
say
look,
goodbye.
Queen, we cannot go into the 2-hour
Okay.
mark.
Thank
Yes,
Okay.
you.
ma'am.
So
Yeah.
Adrian,
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So
Miss
yes,
Small wants to know, where exactly are you in Atlanta?
I'm in Mableton, Georgia. I have 3 classes. I teach at the Boys and Girls Club, Matthews, on Mondays. On Tuesday, I teach at South Cobb Rec. And then on Thursday, I teach at the Mabel House Art Center.
okay. Who was
And
that?
I
That
was
was
at Cobb
asking?
County.
Okay, sorry. Who was asking? So I know Adrian's class are listed. You go to Urban Line
Yes,
Dance
Yeah.
Connection and put in the
they're
city and
listed.
state. It'll you'll see all her classes, how much they are, and what times and locations. Isn't that a
Yes.
good site, y'all? That's some good information in that right there. That's some good info. I mean, I'm saying we need to
Yeah,
use
that's
it.
it.
That's some
It
good
is.
information.
2
Because
hours. Yeah.
people travel all the time and they be like, where's the
No,
line
V,
dance
you're
class?
not.
What'd she say?
I just told V she wasn't crazy. The background is
It's
changing.
changing.
I think it's been inspired by Dr. Reggie.
Oh, okay.
Lovely.
Okay, so any other questions? Anything else y'all want to say before we go off the air?
The one thing I wanted to say just back
No,
to
I pray that.
Wait a minute. Dr. Reggie was crazy.
What's that?
I
Who
just
was
was
that?
going to say, back to the question of recording. Although we're not recording, I think one of the beauty, because I teach with other people, we serve as that backup in terms of correction and steps and things like that. So that's the advantage when you're not teaching by yourself. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yep, I do
Mhm.
have instructors. You know, I have assistants that teach in my class as well. Everybody else have instructors or assistants that teach? Adrian, do you only teach? Alexa, do you only teach? And Carla?
Yeah, it's just me.
Okay.
It's
How about you,
just
Alexa?
me, but I would love to have some assistance. I'm trying to encourage some of them to do
Okay.
that.
Okay. You too, Alexa? Just you?
No, I don't teach anymore. So no.
You don't teach
He
anymore?
doesn't
Okay.
teach anymore.
What about you, Zandra?
It is mainly, well, it is me, but I do have a couple of undercover instructors
instructors.
as well.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like before.
Yeah,
Okay.
like before.
Mr. Charles, are you
I'm
the only
retired.
instructor in your class? He retired again, y'all.
Retired.
Dang it. We done missed him again. So, anyone who is a winner and you would like me to send you your money, please text me. Where is it? Oh, one thing, I'm gonna let y'all go. Two things, I mean. The first thing is we asked you to create a dance to our jingle. If you want me to send you the jingle, let me know. Text me or email me and I'll send you the jingle. The jingle is 1 minute and 15, 20 seconds. We asked everybody to make a dance to it. So what we'll do each week, we'll rotate them. So right now we're rotating Adrian Feet in Motion and Ocean State Line Dance, Soul Line Dance Group. We have those two so far. We're asking for more so that each week we can play a different one and rotate them. So if you'd like to make a dance to the Let's Talk Soul Line Dance jingle, then let me know, or Mr. Charles Ozondra, and we'll get you in. And the last thing is down here. I wanted to say, if you are interested in being a guest on Let's Talk Soul Line Dance, my email is right there and my phone number. I'll leave it up for a minute if anybody's writing. Either text me or email me or Mr. Charles Ozondra if you'd like to be a guest on our show. As you see, all we like to do is have fun and laugh but learn at the same time, because everyone brings something to the table that we can all learn from. Okay. Anything else before we close out?
I really
No.
enjoyed this.
I'm ready for you too, Juanita. I'm sorry. What did you say, Alexa?
Oh, I was just saying I really enjoyed this opportunity. I was kind of like, I don't know, should I do it? Because I'm super shy, but I really enjoyed it and I really appreciate it. So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And somebody said, Alexa said, get a 1 gigabyte or terabyte, right?
Really enjoy
External
it.
hard to save
Yeah,
your
I was
classes.
responding to V.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got one of those. I had to
You do
get one of those.
And that's what she said. She has one too, and it's full.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
a terabyte, it would take you forever to fill a terabyte. That thing is humongous.
Okay.
Huge.
Okay. Well, we want to thank everybody that tuned in today. We want to thank all of our guests on the side. We want to thank all of our panel today. You all have been amazing. Let me give you a claps. Yes, you all have
Thank
been
you, Adrian Speed in Motion, for coming in.
Yes, thank you, Adrian Speed in Motion. Thank you,
Thank
Carla.
y'all.
Carla,
See you guys in London soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
2026.
Yeah, London. We're going to London 2026.
Yes.
Anybody interested, let me know. We actually, not Adrian, what's your name is? Carla. Carla gave me
Carla,
a travel agent that's working with us, who's planning and putting everything together. And here it is right here. We're going to London in 2026. So y'all start saving your coins, drop your change in something. Yes, because we are going to London. And then Carla's going to take us over to Paris. And we're going to some other places while we're there. Yeah, so we're going to have us a good time. I think that's it. Don't forget the line dancing Groovy Cruise. Make sure you're on the Groovy Cruise. And then we come back on the 7th of January. I believe it's the 7th, the first Sunday after New Year's. We come back and we're going to have Carlos and Avis on and talking about the cruise. So any questions you have, you better ask them and different things. We want to thank everyone, Dr. Reggie, Alexa, Sandra, Mr. Ricky Potts, Miss, what's your name? Don't tell me. Oh God, Melva, Adrian, Dr. Reggie, Carla, Mr. Charles. Thank y'all all. Love y'all.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Christmas, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa.
Be safe.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
Love
safe.
y'all. Be safe.
happy
Remember,
Kwanzaa.
love is no good unless you give it
you're
away.
giving it away.
So here,
Give it away.
it's
Love
summer
you
hours.
all.
Merry
Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
holidays.
Bye.
Okay, bye
Bye,
bye.
See you all next year.
Yes.
See you on Friday, Adrian.
Don't forget to do your line dance.
you.
Let's
Yes,
talk
we'll
Soul
be
Line
there.
Dance podcast. Okay, I love y'all. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Nice.